marriage.
All right, babe. We got one more chapter left, and we're getting near the end.
We have 3 more chapters.
Okay, 3 more chapters.
Yeah.
This chapter is called "Are We Waiting?" Are we waiting for what?
Are we waiting?
Yep.
Well, this chapter I talk about waiting on God.
Yeah.
And so the question is, are we waiting on God? And we live in America in
We do.
2023.
Wow,
and so
it is.
everything is rush.
Facts for life right there.
And so we just go from one thing to the next, to the next,
Yes.
to the next. And so, but the Bible has a lot to say about waiting on God.
Yes.
The verse that comes to my mind is, they that wait on the Lord will renew their strength. And I feel like sometimes we are out of strength, and I wonder, maybe we're not waiting on him. And I feel like
You're waiting.
so often he has so much that he wants to give us and show us, but we just, oftentimes check our little box, like read your scripture, your devotion for the day,
Right.
say your prayers or whatever you do. And we don't really take time to wait on God and to wait and to see what he has to say, or to let him actually lead us and guide us. We're just like, okay,
We're
I
in a
did what
hurry.
I'm
We
doing.
want the answer
Okay,
now.
get the kids in the car. We got to go, And so this chapter is pretty much just to admonish people to stop and
Admonish them or encourage?
Okay, encourage.
Maybe
I don't
both.
know.
I
I
mean,
think they're kind of the same, aren't they?
That kind of, but one admonish is a little bit more correcting.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it could be. But anyway, I think there is much to be gained from waiting and just stopping and pausing your busy life and just saying, okay, God,
Let's
I want
be fair.
what you want.
Our life shouldn't be that busy.
It shouldn't be. We keep making things easier and easier, more conveniences, and we
Our
are
life
still
is more
just as rushed.
confused. Yeah, we are so stressed out, and we're the most stressed out people in the history of the world, but yet we have the most conveniences.
Yeah.
So something's got to give here.
Pretty much.
Why can't we just rest? People are talking about we need a day of rest. I'm all for 2 days of rest or 3 days of rest, but honestly, we do need to just sit back, relax, and listen, and that's important. We want an answer right now. Especially today. Like I get a text message from a guy and I don't respond right away. He gets a little upset. Like, I need an answer now. I'm like, good night, man. Give me a chance. I'm busy right now. But not that God's busy and can't listen to you, but we need to wait on the Lord. And I always took that verse as waiting, as in like a waiter serves, as busy working.
Well,
but
I mean, that's
waiting.
good too, to think of waiting on God like a server and like, okay, God, I'm going to work for you today. But I don't know. And I feel like recently I was talking to one of the kids about waiting on God, because you hear stories about maybe people from times past that will say, I went to pray and I needed an answer from God. So I'm like, God, I'm not leaving here till you answer me. Right. And, those are stories. And sometimes they did get
Well, they didn't have anything else to
and,
do. It wasn't like they had their TV show to watch,
well,
or their
that is
movies,
true.
or their books, or their kids' soccer game to go to. And
right. Well,
I kid, but yeah.
So I don't know, because I mean, we truly can't just oftentimes just go sit in my prayer closet and wait the whole day. And it's like, I do have things to do and things that I need to take care of. But I don't know. I feel like this is where I think that you can say, okay, God, I do want you to guide me. I want you to direct me. I want you to speak to me. And even when I get up from my prayer closet or wherever it is that, you go to try to talk to God or whatever, I feel like I can still be waiting while I go switch loads of laundry and while I still whatever. And like my attitude is still like, God, I still want you to show me. I want you to speak to me. I want you to lead me.
And you don't have to have your ears full of music or podcasts or whatever all the time, unless you're listening to this podcast. You don't always need to have something going on in your life. You can just keep waiting on him while you're doing the...
But I think he has good things, so I think we should wait on him.
Absolutely.
Let him...
Sounds good. Get the book. Check it out. We're getting toward the end.